Hey, so I'm making a video about two different female AC adapter jacks, and two different ones that I'm going to be looking at today. One of them is a 2 pin, one of them is a 3 pin, and I was trying to understand today or remember the difference between the two. Basically, this one here is used for units that basically don't have a battery circuit in it. This is has a 3 pin on it for ones that do have a battery circuit, and that's the one I'm going to be paying particular attention to today. I was looking at this unit here today, trying to figure out because it came with alkaline batteries, and my first assumption was that, hey, you can't put alkaline batteries in here and hook this up to AC adapter, because if you take power, and there's no power applied to this, but if you apply power to this, you plug this in, then you're going to be charging alkaline batteries, and that's a safety issue. You don't want to have that. So I began to take a closer look at this, and I noticed that this jack in here actually has 3 pins on it, and like this one, similar. That's not the same one, but it's very similar. So for starters, what I did was I took a look, and I took my multimeter, and I touched the center pin. That's the positive pin on this one, and it goes to this the red dot, the pin that has the red dot on it. And so I've got the positive lead identified. And before I continue, I wanted to mention to you that I really wish that there was a standard with AC adapters and the sizes and the voltages and all that kind of stuff. But as it stands right now, there are this could be 5 volts, this could be 15 volts, this could be 20 volts, it could be AC, it could be DC. I've even seen it where it's reverse polarity, where the center plug is negative and the outer casing here is positive. So it really can be all over the place. And I'm not a electrical engineer, but I wanted to do a little bit of reverse engineering on this particular plug, just to kind of understand a little bit more how it works. So I wanted to show you guys what I learned about this plug. And so when you take the multimeter, I'm gonna touch it to these other two leads, and I've got it on the audible tone, and so we get a short. Okay, so we have a short connection between these two pins, and then when we take the AC adapter and plug it in, this is not plugged in, by the way, but when you take the AC adapter and you plug it in, what you now have is an open circuit between these two. So now, when I go to touch these, we have an open circuit. So that's interesting. But why? So what happens? I saw another video on YouTube, and what happens is these two connectors kind of come in and they kind of touch like this. And when you insert this into the jack, it opens the two of them up like this. So the connections are independent. And so if I plug this thing in, and then I touch, this is the outer conductor, or the negative, on the AC adapter, and then I go in here and I touch these pins. That one's open. That one's got a connection. So what that tells me is that this conductor right here now is going to get connected directly to the power supply inside the unit. This other one that has no connection now is going to go to the battery compartment, and in this case, it's going to go to the negative lead. So this is the negative lead that will go to the battery compartment, because I know it gets isolated. It's now isolated from the circuit that gets directly connected to the power supply. So that in this way, when it's plugged in, it's not sending power back to the alkaline batteries, because in this particular case, this unit came with alkaline batteries. So that kind of explains a little bit more when I look at the circuit, and you can see where you've got 2 red wires connected to one, and then you've got 2 black wires connected to the other 2. One of them, in fact, it kind of snakes around, but one of them goes to the battery box, and one of them goes directly to the, in this case, it's an LED 5-volt circuit. So I hope that helps you guys understand it. It helped me. And if you have any comments, leave one.